What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we finally got the release date for the Old Peace update. It's December 10th, and we got a prep guide for you today. Didn't want to make this until we actually got the update details, and yeah, we actually know basically everything that we can know about preparing for this update, so let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you sub to the channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads on this channel. We'll be covering the Old Peace update in depth as it comes out on December 10th. And making sure you get all the stuff maxed out and farmed right away. We'll be doing farming guides when the new loot comes out. And yeah, you heard that right. You're going to need some new loot for a lot of the stuff in this update. So you only prepare so much for this. But either way, let's hop into what we have and what you'll be able to experience on day one. So let's start off with the first thing here. What is all happening on this day, and what should you even potentially prepare for? So we got the new quest, which we have not seen anything about, thankfully. Spoiler free. We got 3 new Proto frames. That means 3 new, humanoid Warframe skins. We have the new Warframe Uriel. He's going to drop in the new Descendia game mode. New weapon class bayonet. New focus school expansion. 5 new focus nodes per school, and also focus ultis. Operator and Drifter Cosmetic Remaster, new Descendia Weekly Game Mode, which is where Uriel will drop, new Proto Rebellion Bounties, there's 3 different bounties, new Dating Sim expansion for the Devil's Triad, so Proto, Wisp, Harrow, and Uriel will have Dating Sim stuff, Blood of Proto operation starting on December 16th, which will be like a clan operation, it seems like. You'll be able to get catch-up rewards for previous event cosmetics. Gyre Prime Access starts the same moment the update comes out, so we'll talk about that. And there's a Verona Deluxe skin and much more, as they state. So let's start things off with how you can prepare for the first couple of things here. The Old Peace Quest. How will you prepare for the Old Peace Quest? Well, the prerequisite to do the Old Peace Quest will be the Lotus Eater's Quest, which is basically walking down a hallway following a cat. So if you have walked down a hallway following a cat, you can play this quest. But if you haven't walked down a hallway following a cat, you can actually do this instead. You can actually skip to this content, to the Descendia and the Proto Rebellion, without having to complete the Old Peace quest. So you can do this, you can bypass it, but reminder, if you do this, if you are under MR10, you cannot public matchmake for the missions. You cannot matchmake for the bounties or for Descendia. It's just basically, you want to play the new content real bad, and you want to skip to it. This button will be getting added for this update. So it's an experiment, but it looks like it is going to be something that's going to be used by some players at least. So moving on, the Devil's Triad, the Proto frames. Now, the thing about the Proto frames in Warframe is that if you want to get the Proto frame skin, you have to basically buy it. So a good example of how much it will cost is you just hover over the somewhat recent release. They had 4 Proto frames right there for 880 Plat. For 3 Proto frames, it's probably going to be, I guess, like 600 and something Plat, maybe 700. An individual Proto frame skin is 275, but in a bundle of 4 of them here, this will be a bundle of 3 of them for the new update. You should probably have around 700, 800 Plat if you want to buy all the new Proto frame skins the day they come out. Now, as far as Uriel himself, you can look at the Temple bundle for a good example of how much the bundle will cost. So we got like the Encore bundle there. Where's the Temple full collection? So Temple full collection here, it looks like 700 Plat. This also doesn't contain the Proto skin. So you're going to be paying a good chunk of Plat here if you want to get all this stuff at the same time. So you can get 275 for Temple and the skin, but it doesn't even come with the frame. So yeah, I'm not sure if there is a bundle. It must just be this one right here, the Encore bundle. I don't think there is even a bundle that comes with the Proto skin and with the frame. So either way, hopefully they do have that. Maybe Site 9 has that. But either way, guys, I'd say you should probably have like around 2,000 Plat. Yeah, not even on this one either. Just the Site 9 frame, not the skin. So have like about 700 Plat, maybe just for Uriel and the skin. If you want to buy the bundle too, because it looks like there is no actual bundle here with the frame and the skin. I hope they do add something like that though. But yeah, there's also going to be Verona Deluxe, so maybe throw in a good chunk of Plat for that one too. I'm just saying, if you want to get these Proto skins, like if you want to get Proto Wisp the second it comes out, you should probably have a couple thousand Plat, easily. And maybe not 1,000 Plat, a couple like 100 Plat at least for Proto Wisp alone. So let's move on to the next thing, the Focus School expansion. Now, how are you going to get the Focus School stuff unlocked? You're going to need to grind the new content, but you can actually prepare for this a little bit ahead of time. We did get a quick screenshot of one of these nodes. So there's 3 levels for this node, 95,000 normal focus, but this new Ascaris Prime resource is needed to unlock these nodes. So You can technically farm focus ahead of time. I'd say get like maybe a million or two per focus tree, but you cannot pre-farm the Ascaris Prime resource. But yeah, you can technically get ahead of the curve a little bit here. Take a look at that focus stuff. Like if you have like a couple million, you'll be set. You'll be able to unlock all the focus ultimates, no problem at all. And actually, you'll have to do stuff in the actual new content to unlock the focus ultimates in the first place. So yeah, you're just basically doing those nodes to upgrade your focus ulti even further. If you don't do this stuff, you cannot use the focus ultimates outside of the new content. It's kind of like 1999 calendar stuff, but imagine you could actually use the calendar buffs in normal missions. So yeah, so far, if you've been keeping up with us, keeping up with it, make sure you have some Plat. If you want to get the Proto Wisp skin, make sure you got some focus. You want to get the focus ultis maxed out right away. Make sure you got the Lowest Eater's quest completed if you want to do this quest. And again, guys, if you want to use these focus ultimates, you're going to have to be farming things in the new update. Lyroic Bridge, Ren, Hypercore. We don't even know what these things are yet, besides the fact they're resources. So you can only prepare so much right now. Moving on to the Descendia game mode. This one's going to be one where you're going to want to have a Necromech built. So one of the modifiers for this, and it's going to be like basically a weekly like ETA. There's going to be random modifiers on these floors per week. One of the modifiers will be you're forced into a Necromech. So I'd recommend that you have a halfway decent modded Necromech. It probably doesn't need to be a full build, but keep in mind, they are in normal path here in the background footage, not steel path, and there will be a steel path version of this. Now, DE has not, they have not convinced us what the reason to play Descendia is yet, besides really lackluster looking rewards on the normal path. We're talking credit caches on the normal path. But, you know, they haven't shown us a steel path loot yet. Maybe the steel path loot will be worth it. But yeah, if you want to have a easy time in this new game mode, one of the two new game modes, I'd recommend having a relatively built Necromech. I'm going to go ahead and show the Necromech build I have right now. Necromechs take quite a few form to max out, so just keep that in mind. But I have the Void Rig right here. And one of the other game modes will be involving an Archwing gun damage as well. Archwing gun in space. So I actually just formed this last night to finish the last mod. But I've got, these are the mods I have. I mean, there's probably better ones actually, but it's a frickin' Necromech. I mean, who really cares, to be honest? Necromech efficiency to make your engine better. Necromech flow to have more energy. Let's let you be in your ultimate for longer. Your ultimate, the guard mode, is crazy strong. Necromech flow is a good mod. Necromech Vitality gives you more HP. Remember, Void Rig has Storm Stride, which is basically Iron Skin from Rhino. So, it gives you more survivability, but more HP is also good, because it's not going to always be up. Necromech Hydraulics lets you jump higher. Good in some of these levels, but not necessary. Necromech Stream lets you stay in your ult for longer. Again, your ultimate is so powerful, you should definitely have good energy efficiency for this. Necromech Thrusters to have more engine max to run further. Necromech Rage, when you take damage on your health, you will get you'll get Overguard immediately. Wait, what? Oh no, gives. Okay, I haven't used the WoW. Taking damage to your health gives you energy, and if you have Overguard somehow with a Necromech, you will get it as well. Okay, Necromech Repair. Whenever your Necromech will die, it will come back from the dead with some HP. 15-second cooldown. It's a pretty good mod. Necromech Slipstream makes you slide faster and farther. Necromech Redirection gives you more shield capacity, makes you more tanky. Steel Fiber gives you more armor, and Intensify gives you more power strength. There is other options here. This one's like Augur Secrets, basically. Spending energy will give you overshields. But yeah, it's really up to you guys. I think I actually want to put on this one here. Slide Efficiency. I'll take off one of these mods for that in the future. But yeah, as of right now, I'm liking these ones. But I know that I like this one too, so I'll have to find a spot for that in the future. But yeah, guys, either way, something somewhat decent is fine. You're not going to have it super min-maxed. You're going to have an Archwing gun with a decent build as well. You're going to have the Mazelon, or the Prisma Dulicurian, or the Imperator Vandal, or whatever. I mean, you're going to need the Larkspur, Prime the Corpus. Just have a somewhat decent Necromech build. I'm still messing with the build right now to make one for the quest. But yeah, the Prophet Taker build should be fine. Maybe make a Corrosive build or something like that. We don't know exactly what they're weak to, because they hovered over the weaknesses of the enemies in the dev stream, but then they were two different weaknesses. One of the screenshots said they were weak to electric, the other one said they were weak to viral. I mean, they're probably in trouble regardless, because those are pretty easy damage types to mod for. But yeah, here's the Exalted of the Necromech right here. I honestly have not looked at this build in a while, so hopefully it's good. I got Corrosive Cold with the primed mods here. And that's pretty good. So yeah, make sure you have a somewhat decent Necromech build, and also I'd highly recommend having a good Archwing gun build too, because when we talk about the other mission type, or the other mission type, the boss fight for this other mission type is going to involve Archgun DPS. So if you have a really badly modded Archwing gun, you might not be having a great time. So here's the other mission type. It's called the Proto Rebellion. This is a 12-minute bounty. It's guaranteed to be 12 minutes, and during those 12 minutes, you need to do as many objectives as you can. So as far as frames will be good for this, Titania will be extremely good for this. Go check out some of my Titania build videos. Also, frames like Volt, Mirage, Nova, fast killing frames will be really good for this too. These enemies right now are level 67. On the Steel Path, they'll probably be like a level 167, I'd guess. But you're fighting against, it looks like these new grittier variant type enemies. You got grapples in the level, but yeah, basically running around doing these objectives is what you're looking to do. So ideally, you could just jump in there, destroy all the enemies, grab the next objective, and do it quickly, very quickly. Since you're trying to do as many objectives as possible, speedrun frames will be recommended for this. Now, if we go a little bit further in here, there is going to be a mini boss fight against a Warframe, and that's going to be probably another reason why Titania is so good for this. Just skip way, way ahead here. Looks like they were doing this mission for quite a bit. Okay, so they fought a Warframe briefly here. Yeah, they fight Ember, so Titania will just destroy Ember. There will be 6 different Warframes you fight against. One of them will be Caliban, one of them will be Ash, Mesa, Protea, Ember, and then I think Volt? Yeah, Volt. So, yeah, killing those will be probably not that hard, but on Steel Path, they will probably have attenuation. Let's move on to the actual boss fight here. We can talk about why you might need an Archwing gun maxed out. Okay, so another reason Titania will be great, this boss fight that you'll have to do at the end of each bounty. There will be 3 different boss fights you can do. This one is one of the 3 boss fights you can do at the end of the bounty. This guy makes the entire ground lava, basically, so flying in the air with Titania will be perfect. Also, he has lots of weak points to shoot with guns, so as long as he's not immune to ability damage, like Titania's guns, he'll be getting destroyed. So, great stuff there. Let's go ahead and show this quick Zenerek ulti, because it's just so cool. Nice laser beam. Now, again, with Gyre Prime coming out the same moment this update comes out, guys, I'm actually questioning how much I'm going to be farming Gyre Prime on day 1. So maybe if you're farming Gyre Prime on day 1, don't do the quest right away, because I'll be doing the quest right away when this comes out, and that means that the price of Gyre Prime will already probably drop. So think about it, like, do you want to do the quest the second it comes out? Do you want to get some big plat? Because there won't be as many people farming Gyre Prime this for sure, because it's just not going to be, there's other things to do. So here's why you need an Archwing gun build. This boss you're going to be doing a lot involves Archgun DPS, and as you can see, with a not very good build, it's taking a long time. So you want to have a nearly fully maxed out Archgun build, I'd say. Get some Arcanes on there, get Secondary Enervate, get, like, Deadhead, I guess. Yeah, this boss fight will involve object damage, shooting his little orb things that he has chilling, and also shooting the boss itself. So, yeah, this is like taking a while. Again, this is after 12 minutes of bounty as well, guaranteed. So you want to kill this guy as fast as possible. There's the object damage being required. And there you go. So, yeah, if you've been paying attention with what I've been trying to tell you guys, Archgun builds recommended. Necromech build recommended. Like 1500 Plat recommended. There's more too, but yeah, a lot of it is stuff you can't really prepare for ahead of time. You know what something you also prepare for ahead of time? We're getting titles in this update too. We haven't seen all of them, but some of them are looking pretty goofy. Like, get, what was it, like 200 Jade motes for the Jade's Guardian title. Get 100, whatever debt bonds those are for Ticker's Angel title. So, like, there's stuff that will be to do, like get 10 Echo Vocas. You can do this stuff ahead of time, but I'd say just wait until the update comes out so you can see actually what the prices are, because some of this stuff is probably going to be subject to change. So, yeah. At the end of the day, it's an update that you can't prepare for that much, but you can prepare for a little bit by, getting your resources set up. Maybe get, like, a weapon or 2 that you think is going to be good with Uriel. I'm thinking the Sobek will be good with Uriel. I'm going to have probably an early version build for Uriel coming out in the next couple of days, because I've already made a build for him, because we've seen all his abilities relatively in depth. So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering why we're going to be doing the descendia. Besides the fact that Uriel will drop here, what is the Steel Path incentive for this? Will we be getting the new arcane for the Operator ulti weapons here, which will be mostly farmed in the update? We will have to see. Time will only tell. So yeah, guys, hopefully this was interesting and helpful to you. Wish I could help a little bit more with the prep guide stuff, but this is not an update you're willing to prep for that much. As long as you have the quest unlocked, you can even if you don't have the quest unlocked, you can bypass through the quest. If the enemy's HP type was a little bit more understandable, if it wasn't like showing 2 different vulnerabilities across the stream, maybe help a little bit more on that front. But yeah, guys, let's just log in, have some fun. Let me know what frames you think will be good for these new bounty types in the comments down below. Of course, Dante will be good for, like, Descendia, but we're talking about Proto Rebellion too, so basically speedrunning bounties. See you guys next time. See you on stream tonight, And yeah, have a great lead up to the new update. I'll be tons of videos on the way. There might even be some more prep type guides on the future. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.